gets easier to communicate online, people are talking face-to-face less. Today we meet City Chatter, who's working to bridge the gap between online and offline communication. Hi Phil, and thanks for joining us today.
Hi Crystal, thank you for having me.
On your website, you describe City Chatter as a marriage between Foursquare and real-time chat. Can you tell us what users can expect from your app?
Sure. Users can expect to come into a neighborhood and start talking to other people in that neighborhood in real time, both with group chat and private chat. I like Foursquare a lot, but I always felt like there should be some other services on top of the location services, and this is the one that I wanted the most. I just wanted to be able to have real-time conversations with people, and that's what people can expect from City Chatter.
Your app allows users to check out the profiles of everyone who's signed in. You've already touched on that a little bit, but what if somebody doesn't want others to see their profile? How are you maybe addressing this and other potential security concerns?
Sure. What we did was create really simple privacy controls. So when you look at your profile, your own profile, you see exactly what others see. You just click privacy, and we have a bunch of on-off buttons. Do you want to share your location? Yes, no. Do you want people to see your relationship status, your gender, your last name? You can turn that off. You can just be first name, last initial. So basically, anything in your profile can be hidden away, including your last name. And that's the way we're handling privacy. And we're very serious about that. We want to be really secure, and we want people to really understand what they're sharing with others.
Can you give me an example of maybe how this app could be used?
Well, the other day I was in a new neighborhood, and I just turned on the app and started looking at other people there. I could see what locations other people were at. There was somebody in a coffee shop. There was somebody in a gym. And, I started asking questions about the neighborhood, and before I knew it, I ended up talking to a few people. Actually ended up meeting somebody in a coffee shop who was interesting, and we ended up having a little coffee and talking. So that's kind of what I hope happens a lot. I hope to make sort of virtual connections that translate to the real world. Because City Chatter is really meant to kind of digitize the real world and create digital spaces for real places, and then let people meet each other. That's really the whole idea.
That's great, how you're kind of bringing everybody closer.
That's what I hope. I mean, I really think that, when you see right now is, even if you go to a restaurant or you're on a train or something like that, you see a lot of people on their phones, and I feel like they're sort of disconnecting from where they are. And I want to use the technology for people to connect to kind of the moment and what they're doing right now. And that's a lot of the idea here.
Now, I'm sure you're aware that there's lots of different social media services out there. Are you planning on partnering with any of them, or is this something that you're going to be on your own, a single entity?
We're using some sort of implicit partnerships, right? We're using Facebook's API to get information and for login data. But right now, I think we've got a nice product by ourselves. But really, my goal is to just bring the best product to market. That means partnering with people to bring a better product out. I'm certainly open to it. Up until now, we've just been focused on making City Chatter the best product we can make it.
What is your target audience for this app?
Well, I mean, eventually I hope everybody's using it, but, we've done some pretty extensive focus testing, and it's interesting how things turn out. I mean, obviously you have to have an Android or iPhone, and you have to be comfortable with this kind of technology. So typically these are early technology adapters, people who've been using Foursquare. I mean, everybody's using Facebook, but using Foursquare is a pretty good idea if somebody might like our app or not. But it's been really interesting the way age has broken down. If you're under 30, you think this is perfectly natural communication and very social behavior. Often people over 30 have felt that this is sort of antisocial, and so the idea. So I think initially we're really going to go for people under 30, and once we prove out that this is actually a way to be social rather than antisocial, I think sort of the rest will follow.
Do you see a potential market opportunity in a business or a corporate setting?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I actually think one of the primary use cases I thought of was I was at a business conference. I came from the video game industry, and we were at a video game conference, and people were wearing name tags, and I thought, gosh, we're carrying this computer with GPS services, and it's always connected, and we're carrying around name tags. So it's really one really interesting use case is maybe a convention center where the convention center becomes the chat room, and you could see everybody's profiles and sort of ping people without having to have them in your contact list. That's got some really interesting uses in business. Or, making a sort of real-time directory of a company. So like if somebody, companies at a physical location, their office can become a venue where they can all chat. So there's some really interesting business cases. I think business cases are some of the best ones.
Well, it's been great speaking with you today, Phil. Thanks so much for taking the time to be on Kadela.
Thank you for your time. It's been great.
For more information on City Chatter and other companies that we'll be featuring, go to Kadella.com.